Michael, your keeper told us that it wasn't the prettiest, but you're going to take that, aren't you, and the clean sheet that came with it?
Yeah, without doubt. I think there's games when you have to do that and show different sides to the game, really. And I kind of expected, we had the first 4 games where the first, obviously, 4 wins in a row and some really good performances in there. And I kind of expected a little bit of a kind of period where we would have to find ourselves a little bit and find results. And what we did it to a point at West Ham, and we had to do it today. And that spirit, that sacrifice, that willingness to work for each other and as a team, I think the way we had to defend the box for the last spell of the game, everybody playing their part, and in the end a clean sheet, fantastic, and a great win for us.
The fact that you hadn't played for a while, did that affect the performance at all? It was a bit of a slog, wasn't it?
It was. It didn't really come easy for us tonight. It's a tough. I came to Everton for a long time, and
to be honest, you can't. As the season goes on, you're kind of changing things, thinking this, thinking that. I think Liverpool might miss out.
Liverpool might miss out. I think missing out on goal difference.
Yeah, I think what we see now is how it will finish. I'm not sure the order. I think Man United will finish third. I hope City finish second and Arsenal win the league. But the next, the 5th spot, 4th, 5th, 6th spot, that's going to change. But I genuinely
Villa have got 6 points on Chelsea and Liverpool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they will hang in there come the end of the season, and I think Liverpool will miss out.
So why are you so confident about Chelsea?
I don't know. I just
same point. It's only goal difference with Liverpool.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like they've got more depth. They've got more players that can come in there. I think they're in better form. I think form's going to play its part. Like we spoke about that earlier on in the show. I just think that Liverpool are a bit more inconsistent than Chelsea. I mean, I don't know the stats on that, but that's just me looking with the eye test.
Okay. Well, if Liverpool do finish 6th, they won't get into the Champions League. And let's say they don't win the Champions League this season, where does that leave Arne Slot?
Then there is a big conversation. Because I genuinely think if they don't finish in the Champions League spot, then I think they will look at his job. I think they will definitely consider other managers if they're available. It has to be the right person. But if they was to keep him, I think that he would have, between the start of next season and the Christmas, January window, to see how he starts the season. But definitely, if he doesn't finish in the Champions League spot, I think they'll consider his job.
When we come over here, it's always tough, and so I've never had an easy game. I've never had a game where it's all clicked. I don't think I can remember. So we expected.
Welcome along to the Gary Neville podcast, which is coming to you today from the Hill Dickinson Stadium, where Gary and I have just witnessed Manchester United coming up with what feels for them, Gary, like a huge win.
Huge win, and I don't know whether you were at that game with me pre-Christmas, Rob, where Ruben Amorim's the manager of Manchester United. Manchester United playing against 10-man Everton, and Everton go and win 1-0, and it feels like a complete and utter turnaround from that moment. Despair that night, you're thinking, where are Manchester United going? I remember being incredibly frustrated on commentary. I mean, Manchester United haven't played well tonight at all in the game. In fact, they were really poor in the quality. Maybe Everton's sort of what will be compact defensive shape, maybe having 10 days, 2 weeks off, just lost a little bit of rhythm. But what they have done is they've dug in and they've kept a clean sheet, which is a good thing. Good thing for Lenny Yoro, I think, coming in, because I think Martinez, before the game, when you heard that Martinez wasn't playing, you thought that could be a problem. Obviously, United's back four has been quite solid in the last couple of weeks. The goalkeeper, I thought, was my man of the match tonight. Not necessarily because he made loads of amazing saves, but everything he did, he just did really calmly and well. The tip over the bar at the end, there was a shot for him to Tariq George, wasn't it? That was just bounced in front of him and he just held it. And then Everton must have had about 8 or 9 corners. He didn't deal with every single one, but he dealt with a lot of them. And I think having a goalkeeper of composure who just does his job calmly, isn't frantic, isn't sort of rushing around, I think makes a big difference in moments like that when you come into a place like this and they're putting enormous pressure on you. So, look, it's a good night for Manchester United in a game whereby you'll say that they weren't at the best, but we got 3 points. And really big 3 points. Obviously, Liverpool getting that late winner yesterday put a little bit of pressure on Manchester United, but they go up there into 4th now on the sort of shoulder of Aston Villa in a really great position. Obviously, Palace to come at the weekend, who are having a challenging time. So, yeah, that's a really important win tonight. I think, look, in terms of sort of things to look at, Manchester United still look like when they're playing against a team that sits deep, they just don't quite have the sort of what would be the sustained quality, tempo and